Good morning and welcome back to Area 31. Today we're going to take another flight in the Boeing 747. This is going to be another IFR flight just like the one that I did a while back. It has been some time since I've been able to spend any time on here. Got pretty busy and all that good stuff. I did get my Social Security, by the way. I received my November and December. My last day to work was in November, on November 3rd, so I have finally received, after close to 80 days, my November and December Social Security, and my January will be on the 3rd or so Wednesday of February, and in just about a month from now. So anyway, that's good news. I feel like I can kind of concentrate on the flight simulator a little bit better now. So we're going to take off from KMFR, which is my home airport here, and we're going to fly to Boise, Idaho. And we'll kind of zoom down here to show you. So we're going to do a straight line, and then this is going to be the glide path, to my understanding. And we will be hitting all of these, but I think before I get to that, I've got to take control of this airplane. So we're going to come in to around here and then to DVOM, or I don't even know how to pronounce it. And then this will be the glide path where we're actually doing the ILS approach, and then it looks like we'll need to turn and then get on the airport. That's kind of funny. That's kind of a sharp turn there. So I don't know. I have never landed the 747. I've made a few attempts of it, and it was a disaster. So I guess I don't need to worry about getting my pilot's license anytime soon. So we got everything set up on here. Let's go have a quick look at the little nav map. And now here at the map, you can see KMFR is over here to the left. And we got this nice straight line. Let's go ahead and zoom down here and see what the nav map is not showing the legs that I should be having. And that's because I haven't actually started the flight simulator yet. So let's go back to the sim. Okay, now back here to the sim. As you can see, I haven't started it yet. We're just looking at the flight plan there. So let's go ahead and fire this up, and then we'll take a look at little nav map after it loads. Okay, we need to just click ready to fly. It's not a great big beautiful plane. So let's go ahead and get into the cockpit here before we'll go look at the map. And you can see this situation. So I think I have figured out how to use this. I think what I need to be doing is adjusting the range. You can see the range is all the way down, so we'll wait till we get up in the air and then we'll adjust the range and see if this stuff doesn't appear. I think that's what I have been doing wrong all this time. So quickly, let's go have a look at the map. And things have obviously changed on the map now. So let's zoom out. This is going to be KBOI. That's KMFR, and that's where the plane is at. Okay. I was a little confused there, but it still is not showing the same approach here. So we'll see if that will show up on that screen inside the plane. I think it probably should. So let's get back to the flight deck and get this thing started. Alright, so we will be fooling with the range there once we're up in the air. And I'm still not going to be fooling with the speed or the altitude, because it seems like I didn't have to do that when we did this before. I will have to, of course, put the landing gear up. So once we're up in the air, we'll hit VNAV and LNAV, and we'll hit this left autopilot. that's gonna be about it, I think. And we'll try to keep an eye on this, and we need to keep an eye over here on what is the FMS screen, I believe. So we'll need to be looking up here to see what the things that appear up here, like autopilot and so forth and so on, and all that good stuff. So I have watched a tutorial 2 recently, but it almost seems even more confusing than before. Why don't we go ahead and zoom in down here to this screen, which I'm not sure what this is called. This might be the FMS screen for all I know. So I can click on legs, and there it's going to tell me all these wave points, I guess, that we're going to be getting into eventually. Now, I'm not sure if these are all going to be correct. I know in one of the tutorials I watched, it was said that Microsoft Flight Simulator hasn't got this stuff all right yet, but this looks pretty good. This is a flight level, this is a speed. We're going to be at 310 knots when we hit this first one. Maybe that's the first one, I don't know. And then when we come to this one, we need to go down to 240 knots. And we need to go to 3,200 feet. And then at this one, 16,000 feet and then 10,000 feet. I don't know. I really don't know that I'm understanding this part of it very well. I'm trying for sure. I really want to understand this. So I think we're ready to fly. Let's go ahead, and parking brake is disengaged. We will just stay here for the moment, and let's go ahead and throttle this thing up and all that stuff. So there we go. We are throttled up. Now we gotta be able to look out the windshield a little bit, but I need to keep my landing gear. I'm not sure what the keyboard shortcut is for the landing gear. I need to figure that out for sure. This is going to be a short runway here at KMFR. It's nothing like in LAX. I think we can go ahead and start lifting off. There we go. Let's see if we can stand up a little bit more. Okay, we're getting this up in the air. Landing gear, yep. Let's get the landing gear up out of the way. I am not able to see over the dash. Now, I am not very good at moving around inside the cockpit, the flight deck, at all. I mean, some of you guys move around in here like a piece of grease lightning, and I cannot seem to do that. So, I need to figure out what I need to be doing to be able to do that. We've got a huge rate of climb. I don't want to go ahead and fool with, we're actually still climbing. I think we can probably, that should be telling me, or this, let's go fool with this thing. Let's go ahead and start fooling with our range here. There we go. It's going in the right direction finally. There. See, now it's appearing. See, that's what I was not doing correctly before. Just getting this. There we go. See, now we can see that. So that's off. So now we got that figured out. It's like I'm learning little things, but it's taken me a long time to get to those little things. Okay. Looking out the windshield. So what do we have here? We're 160 knots. We're 285. So what is this hold here? I don't see anything that's on hold, but something is on hold. But I think it's time to go ahead and we need to make sure we get this on map, and it's right underneath that thing. Why'd that pop up there like that? We need to make sure that that's in the on position. See, that stupid window popped up, got right in my way. See, that's on map, okay. So let's go ahead and hit VNAV, LNAV, autopilot, and back off and see what this thing's going to do. You can see we're already making a turn, and that's good. So we should be heading towards this, should get directly in line with this. I think we can slowly zoom out there. There we go. So that should line up, and that will tell me that I'm on that correct path. And this is all to my understanding. And you can see this little pointy thing up here is slowly working its way. So what is going to be my actual heading? Up here this heading says 325. So this line over here should start to come over there at some point. And now it's going a little too far. And is the plane actually starting to turn back the other direction? It does not look like it, is it? So I apparently am not doing something correct. We are still gaining altitude. Why is that not lining up? What did I not do correctly? You're probably saying, oh, 30 or 40 different things you didn't do correctly. And I would not be surprised to hear that. And now we got these two red marks here lining up. I know I've studied on that, but I don't know what it is. So we have only the LNAV and the VNAV are in there. Autopilot is on. Should I be turning that autopilot on or that autopilot on, which will not turn on? So it doesn't seem like I've learned too much here, have I? We're kind of heading in that direction. Let's go quickly. Let's go ahead and pause this thing. There we go. And we'll go have a quick look at a little nav map. Okay, this is now making sense. We can see we took off from KMFR, we went way out here, and then we turned on the autopilot, the VNAV, the LNAV, and it started making its turn. Now it's beating it back to the flight path, I would assume. So that's why this thing has swung so far over there. So now my plane needs to get back to the flight path, I'm assuming, and start doing that. So let's go back to the flight deck.